Hey, welcome to Assign New with JW. This is Assign New number 50, Goals. I think it's a pretty fitting name for tonight's video because when I originally set out on creating these videos and uploading them and then kind of creating the product that I am, I had a goal of 365 videos in 365 days. And that was the goal. So once I figured out what I wanted to do, I kind of gave myself the game plan of how I was going to get to that. Now, obviously, basic math, 365 days, 365 videos, do one a day, pretty simple. However, there's already been a couple days where I had to do more than one because I missed it because of the profession that I'm in. I wasn't able to. Now, that's one, small variation of what I had to do to create it, and I'm 50 days in and I have 50 videos. But overall, the 365 days, there might be, times where I'm not able to do one a day, or I'm not able to do maybe one for a week, depending on what's going on. And then how do I catch up? So I kind of sat down and I looked at how I could go over it and what I would have to do. And is it, something that I can accomplish in 365 days? So one of the ways that I did that is one of the things that we use in my profession. We use lots of acronyms, and this is one of those that helps us when we're talking about goals, when we're explaining it to our employees, when we're explaining it to our superiors on what we want, as goals, whatever it is. And this is something that's used in other professions, other companies, corporations. The verbiage might be a little bit different, but we call them SMART goals. So a SMART goal is exactly that. It is an acronym, meaning each one of the letters is its own thing to that. So SMART, S-M-A-R-T. So specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, time-bound. So when I'm creating a goal or when I'm talking to somebody about a goal, I'm using the SMART goal. So when we're having a conversation and somebody says, well, this is the goal, okay, so let's see if it fits these things. And then when I'm coming up with a goal, when I'm trying to figure out my own goal, I look at, does it fit these things? And it really just helps you, the individual, make a better decision when you make that decision for the goal that you're trying to accomplish. So specific, the S in that. What is it that you want to do? Is it clear? Do you understand what you are trying to accomplish? And if you were to explain it to someone else, do they understand it? So is it clear? Is it concise? Specific. I want to create 365 videos in 365 days on YouTube and upload them to it. Okay? That's the goal. Pretty clear, pretty concise. I can understand it. You can understand it. Then measurable. So how is it measurable? How can you measure your goal? And for this, it might not necessarily be that, but for other things, is it noticeable? Are you able to measure the goal that you're trying to? Say maybe, is it a difference in your attitude? Is it a difference in your behavior? Now that is not specific to this goal, but generalized. So is it measurable? Are you able to kind of, see some type of difference within that? Is it noticeable overall? And then A, the attainable. Can you achieve this goal? So can I achieve creating 365 videos in 365 days? And when I sit down, I believe I can. One video a day, hopefully, without interruption, then it's easy to create 365 videos in 365 days. Which goes into the R. Is it realistic? Is it realistic for me to do one a day? Yes. Is it realistic for me to, miss a week and have to do two a day for a week? Yes, I understand that. Is it realistic for me to do 365 days in a compressed time where maybe I'm doing 15 videos a day? No, that's not realistic. I'm not going to be able to accomplish that because I don't have that much time for 15 videos a day. And I understand that. And you have to go ahead and look at the things that you're trying to do and realize it. There's the individuals that are in the world that are optimistic, pessimistic. I like to be realistic. Live in the world of realism. I cannot do that. That's not the reality of this, and that's not the reality of what I'm trying to do. Because if I was to do 15 videos a day, it'd be like a 30-second clip, and it might just be to hit the goal, but the content isn't the content that I want to be able to get out there. And then time bound. So the T, time bound, 365 videos in 365 days. I'm giving myself a time frame of when I want to have all these videos done and accomplished. So I know that if I started on January 1st of 2017, okay, then on January 1st of 2018, 365 days, because this one's not a leap year this year, do I have 365 videos to show for? So you're giving the time bound also because I don't want to say, all right, let's say I have a 1,000-page book and I want to read it in 5 minutes. So I am not smart in regards to the way that I read, and I cannot just annihilate a book that way. Now, there might be individuals that can. There might be, a select few that can look at 1,000 pages and just read it and be able to get everything out of it. But if I give myself 5 minutes to read 1,000 pages, that's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen because, like I said, it's not the reality. That's not the reality of it. So this acronym helps you look at the goal that you want to, knock out, and it gives you some type of, structure to how you can do that. Is it, realistic overall for you to do it? So you don't have to necessarily use that acronym by itself, but it's something there. It's a tool to help you when you're making your decisions and trying to get to the do portion of your end-all goal that you're trying to get to. So why do we have goals? I look at, I think about why do we sit down and why do we talk about goals? So what do you want to do in life? I asked that before and I asked it in other videos, but what is your ambition? What do you want to accomplish in life? And if it's like, all right, well, I just want to go ahead and do this, that's great. How do we get there? And the goal can be there, but there has to be, this process that we work through to get to our goal overall. Because if we don't, and there's lots of studies done about goals and how people, say that they want to accomplish goals and then how they accomplish goals when they actually write them out. There's a lot of things that go into it. So, lots of people say, well, I have a goal of doing this. I want to lose 5 pounds in 6 months. And then there's those that are like, all right, I want to lose 5 pounds in 6 months. And here, this is how I'm going to do it. And we go over everything and I write everything out. And I make sure that I have a solid plan. Here's the exercise portion. Here's the meal prep. Here's the, diet portion. This is exactly what I'm going to do. This is the workout that I'm doing Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. This is what I'm doing on Saturday and Sunday. This is, I'm hitting cardio here. I'm hitting plyometrics here. I'm doing this. I'm doing whatever it might be to ensure that I have this. And it's all done. It's written out. It's exactly how I'm going to accomplish that goal of losing 5 pounds in 6 months. And 9 times out of 10, literally 9 times out of 10, the individual that wrote every single thing down, every single detail, and stuck to it, accomplishes the goal that they did. While the other individual that said that they wanted to do it, and the 6 months comes and goes, you know what they didn't do? They didn't accomplish the goal that they wanted to accomplish. So we have to understand that, and there's going to be a lot of times when you have to realize, look, you got to sit there, and a goal is not just something that you talk about. A goal is something that you sit there and you write out. You have that plan. When I talk about my decide and do philosophy, the first portion of it after decide is the path, setting out on the path. And that is a detailed, structured, list of every single thing that needs to be done, every little goal that needs to be accomplished to get to the end goal of what it is that we eventually and finally want to do. It has to. You have to ensure that you're doing that. Because if not, you're not going to have anything to show for it. It's okay to go there and put the extra time in, because at the end of the day, you're more likely to get to where you want to be successfully than the individual that doesn't. So think about that. Look at it and realize it overall. But you need to have goals because you want to accomplish something. You need to have those goals. You need to be able to show something for them and not just talk about them. The decision is great, but you've got to have the action to go ahead and get it accomplished. And if you don't, you're going to talk about all these goals, but you're not going to have anything to show for them at the end of the day. And if that's you, keep talking about goals, but not, accomplishing them, versus the guy or gal that talks about the goals, puts them there, puts action to them, and then is accomplishing what they're accomplishing every single day, like they say that they're going to accomplish. So if you don't have any goals right now, let's get working on writing some out, start the process, make your decision, and let's get to the end-all, be-all goal of that do that you want to get to. If you like the video, hit like, share it, and until next time, like always, feedback always welcome. But once again, thank you for watching Decide and Do number 50, Goals.